Hey guys, Maddie from startearningwithmaddie.com here. Today I want to show you how you can install the contextual related post plugins in WordPress and set it up. But before we get started on that, I want to tell you why you need a related post plugin. Now this is my blog and I have written a blog post on 16 tips to get targeted traffic from social media. The people who are reading through this blog post are either interested in traffic or social media or both. Now, let's say people read through the entire article. This is a 2000 word article. So by the time they reach the end of the article, they already think that you know a lot about this topic because you have written a 2000 word article on it. Now it doesn't need to be a 2000 word article. I have just taken an example here. It can even be a 500 word article. So people read and reach the end of the article. Most of the people who reach the end of the article are not going to look through your website to find other related blog posts. They are going to either close your website and go and Google for another blog post, or they are going to do some other stuff. But what we do here is when they reach the end of the article, we show them a list of articles related to what they read just now. Remember, this was about traffic and social media. So when they reach the end of the article, there are 3 blog posts listed here. One teaches them 14 tips to sell more with less traffic. And the next one is about Google AdSense tips, which helps them monetize the traffic they get. And third is about a traffic case study to get 200,000 visitors. So you see, all these 3 blog posts are highly relevant to what they read just now, and there is a high chance people who are interested in traffic or social media reading through this entire article are going to click on one of these articles here and read through that as well. Now, why is this important? Why do you want people to read through to other blog posts in your website as well? Because this not only reduces the bounce rate of your blog, thereby giving you a higher value in the eyes of search engines like Google, it also helps you engage your visitors more in your blog. For example, let's say a person reads through 4 blog posts that you have written which are really informative, then that person has a lot of interest in what you are writing. Then at this point of time, if you display an opt-in form, they are highly likely to sign up to your newsletter. So now we know why we need such a related posts plugin to display related posts here. Let's see how contextual related posts plugin can help us do that. First, go to the add plugin page in your WordPress admin account. Plugins, add new. You search for contextual related posts. Now in this plugin that shows up, just click on install now and then click on activate. Once you have activated your contextual related post plugin, then go to the install plugins page and search for contextual related posts plugin. Now when you come to the contextual related post, click on settings here. In the settings page, you can leave the cache output checkbox checked, and this option automatically add related posts to. With this option, you can tell the plugin where you want the related posts to appear. Do you want it to appear only in posts or pages or home page? I normally do it only on posts because pages and home page are really specific for some other things. And the next parameter that is important is this insert after paragraph number. Normally the related posts are inserted at the end of the blog post, but you can also choose to insert this even before the end. For example, let's say you want to install it after, let's say, the 11th paragraph. You would write 11 here and click on save options, and then you will find that the related posts are not displayed anymore at the end of the blog post, but rather in the middle here. Now the readers reading through your blog post don't have to scroll through or read through till the end of the article to find the related post, but they can find it as they are reading through the article. That is one way of doing it. But normally I leave it as -1 always to show the related post only at the end of the blog post. The next parameter you can change is related posts to display. Here, for example, normally it's 3, but I don't know why it's 4. So if you see here, there are 3 related posts displayed here. What I can do is I can change it to 4 or 5, or in this case I'll change it to 2, for example, and then click on save options. Now when we refresh this page, we can see that in the related posts area, there are only 2 related posts displayed. Now I'll change it back to 3 here. Next parameter is find related posts based on content as well as title. Now this is a very important option here. For example, if you check it, the plugin searches for related posts based on post title as well as the content in the post. For example, let's say here it's traffic and social media. Now if I just leave it as title, then it will find articles where the title has the word traffic in it. But if I check it, it will also find articles where the word traffic is either mentioned in title or in the blog post content as well. If you have a new blog and if you want to display more related posts, then I would say leave it checked. But if you want to get highly focused and display only really relevant in a blog post in the related post area, just leave it unchecked. I will leave it unchecked here. And you can also decide which blog posts or which post types are displayed in the related posts area. For example, you may have squeeze pages and sales pages in your website, and you don't want them to be displayed in the related posts of any blog post. So you can say, for example, that's why this option comes in handy. Post types to include in results. I do have sales pages and squeeze pages in my website under the page type, not in the post. So I'll just include posts in the related post to be displayed. Now here you can enter the categories of posts to exclude. You can, for example, let's say I have 2 categories that I don't want to be published. One of them is uncategorized, another is not to publish. Now when you start typing the name of the category shows up and you can just click on it. And then once you are done with it, you can click on save options. You can also manually exclude pages or posts with the help of pages by typing in pages or post ID separated by comma here. I'll show you how to find the post IDs and page IDs in a moment. The next thing that's important is this here, this option. This actually changes the complete look and feel of the related post area. For example, excuse me, you can choose different sizes. For example, I can choose something like this, medium, or let's say I choose something like large one. and I click on save, you will see that when I come to this blog post and I refresh the page, you will see that the look and feel of the related posts changes completely. Now this is too big. I wouldn't recommend that you do it. It's so based on my website design, I have found out that with a display of around 218 cross 218, I have the optimum performance here. Now what's interesting about this contextual related post plugin is that you can give your custom size here by mentioning the width of the thumbnail and the height of the thumbnail so that the image actually blends in smoothly with your website design. For my website design, like I told you, a 218 height cross 218 width suits perfectly. Wait, something's wrong here. Okay, no. 218 cross 218. Yeah, you go and click on custom size and you enter the size you want to enter and then click on save. If I come back to my blog post and reload it again, you'll find that the related posts are displayed perfectly and blends in smoothly with my website design. It's a it's one of the parameters that I didn't find in any of the other plugins here. So you can use this option, that is this different designs for the related posts only if you click on no styles and save on the options. Now I have chosen a display thumbnails in line with post before title. Now let's see how it looks. When I click on reload the page, you see this is how it looks. But I didn't like the look and feel of it this way, so I just go and say I just want rounded thumbnails. I don't want some other style of my own. And then I click on save options again. And when I come back and reload, I find that the related post thumbnails are sized perfectly to suit my website design. Till now we have seen how we can set up the contextual related post plugin so that it automatically chooses the relevant blog post. But you can also manually choose the related blog post. For example, to do that, go to the edit blog post section in your WordPress admin page. For example, I want to edit this blog post here. That's this one, 16 tips to get targeted traffic from social media platforms. I go here, I go to the edit blog post, and then I come to the end of the blog post area. And here you will find the contextual related post settings area. You can either disable the related post display, or you can also disable this particular blog post so that it does not get displayed as a related post to any other blog post. And now you can come here and say which blog post to choose manually. For that you have to type in the blog post ID. Now we'll go and find the blog post ID. For that we have to come to the all posts area and then go and choose a blog post you need to mention there. For example, let's say I want to list this article about Facebook instant articles. When you move your mouse over the article without clicking on it, at the end of the screen, you will find a number that pops up. What you do is you take the number. For example, here it is 811. I'll go and type the number here, 811, and I'll go and find something else. Let's say I want to display this article about 20 guest blog posts. You'll see for this the blog post number, the ID is 554. I'll just type in 554. Yes, and then I'll click on update. Now if you go to the blog post and refresh it, the changes should have taken effect. But here you can see the 3 related posts are the same. The changes have not taken effect. The 3 related posts are 14 tips to sell with less traffic, Google AdSense tips, and traffic case study. Now there's a solution for this. For that change to take place, you just find the post ID of the post you are just editing. You can find that here in the address bar. You take it and go to the contextual reading settings page and find in the exclusion settings, find the parameter exclude display of related posts. On this post or pages, you just type in the post ID of the post we just edited. You click on save. Now if you come and refresh, you will see that the related posts are not anymore displayed on this blog post. Now what you do is that come back and again under the same exclusion settings, remove the blog post ID and click on save options. Now when you come to the blog post and refresh, you will see that the changes we have made have taken effect. Indeed, the first 2 articles are the ones that I added manually to be the related blog posts, the Facebook instance articles and the guest posts websites. These have been given higher priority than the automatic related posts that have been gathered by the plugins algorithm. Now what we did here, the small gimmick we did here to exclude the blog post and again include it, is telling the plugin to reset the algorithm once. So that's how it works, guys. I hope this plugin really helps you in getting more visitors and reducing your bounce rate. Good luck, guys.